Good morning, everyone out there. I am Karin Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. It is a beautiful sunny day. We have bright blue sky, and it is about almost 70 degrees. It's supposed to get up to 80 today. I'm going to just check and see if I can find myself on my iPad here. There we go. Okay. And good. That was, it is about, that was fast. Okay. Let me know when you come on and let us know where you're coming from, watching from. Anyway, let's see what's here. I'm going to set that aside, and I'll just look right here for a minute until I turn the camera down. I have some fun cards to show you today. Today we are going to be working from the online exclusives. And good morning, Levon. The online exclusives are fabulous. I just really like them a lot. They've offered so many nice things. The ones we're going to be using today are from the May release. So we just got a sneak peek of what's coming up in July, and we demonstrators can order that. I haven't received mine yet. It's been exactly a week, and I still hopefully it'll be here by Thursday. But anyway, so we have our regular catalog. And good morning, Roz. Good to see you. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. I always appreciate thumbs up. That really helps. Comments, all those things tell Facebook that people are interested in watching my videos. So that's really great. Thank you so much for doing that. Anyway, we have a fabulous special going on right now. It's a sweet sale. It's a BOGO, 50% off on sweet items. And it's a little bit confusing, and we'll talk about that more too as we're working today. We are going to be, I was just typing before I got here, so I have the wrong things out here. Oh, there it is. Okay. We're going to be making tent cards today. These are really simple. I've made them forever, and just Karin Titus had something on a few weeks ago, and I thought, oh, gee, I haven't made those for such a long time. And they're really fun and easy, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So let's turn the camera down. Good morning, Patty. Good morning from Southern. Are you in Arizona or Nevada? Okay, but anyway, and ladies, if it gets, right now it's quiet outside, but it is extremely noisy. Hopefully my microphone's going to, you're going to be able to hear me okay. But in a few minutes, you're going to hear they're blacktop sealing our driveway, so you can't drive on it. So we had to park down below, and then we have to walk to our cars. They are sealing our driveway right up here. All the blacktop gets sealed, and we can't drive on it for a day. So it is, and every time they're right out in front. Right now they must be sweeping because it's quiet. But in a few minutes you'll hear the noise and it'll get really loud. So good morning, Kathy. You just got your air conditioning fixed. Well, you're going to need that air conditioning. Good job. I'm glad you got that fixed early enough. You know how it is. People in Montana don't turn their air conditioners on for a while, and then everyone needs them. It gets really hot. And then so often they're not working properly. I know we always have that problem. We have to get people to come in all the time. Okay, let's turn the camera down. I'm going to show you what I have coming up for my class this week. It is Friday morning. Our grandson Jack is graduating from 8th grade on Thursday, so he goes to high school next year. We actually moved from Missouri to Montana after we saw our grandson Jack we saw him born the day he was born, and he's so cute. He's 14 now. He's going to be taking driver's ed. I got a tickle all of a sudden. I'm going to pop a cough drop in. Anyway, his graduation from middle school is on Thursday. Okay, let's turn the camera down. Close your eyes. And here we go. These are some of the cards. We have 5 cards coming up in my class this week, Friday morning. And I still have 2 spots, and I can ship it to go or porch pickup, either one. We're going to be doing the sailboat, and we're going to be doing these camping type mountain scenes. And they are really, really fun. So anyway, that's what's coming up. My class is $38. It includes gems and paper and some DSP and twine and 5 kits. So that's what we have going on. Now let's see what we have coming up for today. We're going to be working, as I said, on the online exclusives. The first one we're going to be doing is the popcorn bundle. And then the second one we're doing is from the can you see that? Hi, Stacy. Floral Impressions. Both of these are, there we go. Now it's focusing. I want you to be able to see it because it's a little trickier. You have to go online to look at these. Okay. Let's get our cards. This is the stamp set. This is one I thought, oh, I don't need it. Oh, I should show you the cute little treat that I made. Actually, my granddaughter and I made it this weekend, but it's in the closet, and that's way across the room. This is called Popping By. It's not a very expensive set. It's just a cute popcorn set for popcorn lovers in your family. And and this bundle is $34 for the stamp and for the die. It is not a suite, but it is a nice, inexpensive bundle. It's really sort of fun to make these cards. This is the card that we're going to be doing. Good morning, Pam. Thanks for sharing. Always appreciate your shares. And I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate shopping and everyone helping me grow my business. So this is a 10 card. These are super, super easy. Nothing hard about them at all, but it really focuses. It's a fun fold, but it's a very easy one. So this one says, popping in to say hello. No one's better than you. I just think that's so cute. Could be a little birthday card. My sisters, my mom and dad, we always made popcorn when we were growing up. I made it, I'd say probably at least 4 times a week. A lot of it. Anyway, it's a nice healthy snack. We're going to be using the in color pearls mine are sort of a wreck. I don't have a lot left here. The paper that you're saying, I wonder where that paper is from, that black and white. It is from the Mixed Florals. This came out, the online exclusives, a little while ago. Now this would be a suite. It's a beautiful suite, actually. And here's that paper. I used it sort of vertically, and the back has the green flowers, but that's called Mixed Florals. That is one of the suites that is on sale. So, okay, how do you make a 10 card? How many of you have made 10 cards before? Well, we're going to start with a black card base. This is a square. It starts out as a square card. So I'm going to put that right there. So it's 4 1/4 by 8 1/4. And I scored it at 4 1/4. Just like that. It's a basic square. It's pretty much 4 by 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. This is the 8 1/2 part. Okay, there's that part. All of these dimensions are typed up, and they will be available as soon as my video is finished. I just have to post them. Okay, the DSP is going to be 4 by 4. It's simple to cut. This is a great card for a class. 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. That's the inside white. So let's just go ahead and put that on right away. So we'll get that out, and then we'll do our stamping. So I'm going to get my seal out. Oh, I can hear the men talking downstairs. They're probably getting close to our front entrance. They're right below me, actually. And it'll probably get loud here because they're sealing the blacktop. I hear the machine coming. 4 by 4. And this is going to go right. Oh, there's an airplane going over too. Oh my goodness, we have a lot going on here. Can you hear me okay? Let me, not sure if your microphone is on or working. Let me see once, Carlisle's just check and see if it's on. Can you hear me better now? I'm wondering if you can. Does that help? I think it had turned off. Volume seems low, okay? Huh. Well, maybe it is not. I bet it's not charged enough. Maybe that's the problem. I'm sorry. I'll try to talk louder. And there's our basic part of our card. There's the inside. I turned my volume up as loud as it goes. Okay, and then I have a black circle with stitching on the edge. This is the largest, and that's going to go up here. And let's see once here. I am going to bring in my bits and pieces. I have some things I'm going to stamp. I'm going to show you now. This is really important. Good morning from Colorado. Good morning, Cindy. Glad to see you here. Okay, here's my envelope. So now what I'm going to do is take my card. This is so important. You can hear it fine. Okay, good. Carla, hopefully it's just your phone. This is going to fit in the card. So what we want to make sure we do, though, do you see how here's the flap? Here's my envelope. I want to make sure that this is going to fit in because it's going to get glued on like that. So I'm going to take my strongest adhesive because it's going to get a little bit of movement. I'm just going to add it on like this so it's centered. There we go. And there is the basis of our tent card. Now we have to do a white circle. I have some little glasses die cut already. We've got some black. I've got a little black strip. This is going to go across the bottom for stamping. We're going to stamp on a white piece. This is just 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to just put this on, get it out of the way before I lose it. Okay, I'm just going to cover this up. Get it on. I'm going to use my grid. Okay, I hope you all can hear okay. Now let's do some stamping, and the first thing we're going to do, we're going to stamp on our circle. I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to bring in our piercing mat, just like that, and we're going to bring this down a little closer. I'm going to get my ink. We are going to, you could use Daffodil Delight. I'm using Darling Duckling just to use it a little bit because I haven't used some of these colors as much as I've used a lot of the Cloud Cover and a lot of Secret Sea and Strawberry, but I haven't used the Cloud Cover, the Darling Duckling much, and it's one of our new in colors. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Has a little tinge of green to it. So we're going to change this up a little bit. And these are, I guess I don't even need my piercing mat because these are red rubber, so we don't need that. And that is all we need for the yellow. But I'm going to stamp some red now. I'm going to set this aside. And I'm going to put... we're going to stamp, whoops, I'm dropping things again. I'm really thankful they're really quiet right now outside for the ceiling. I don't know, hopefully they've taken a break. I knew I was doing a video. I'm going to do this one in red. I'm going to actually do it, take that away. And I'm just going to put this down so you can see better. I'm going to give that a good inking again. Press it. There, that's a little deeper, darker. And then we're going to stamp our words. And through, let me see months here, we're going to put our die on. These are, it's got a cute little, there were several little dies. The glasses and the little shoes are quite tedious to cut out. I prefer not to cut the shoes, but anyway, I tried one, but it's like, oh my gosh, they're so tiny. So you just put this on and run it through your die cutting machine, just like that. And through the magic of TV, we have it already done. And so that's good. So now what I'm going to do is take my snips and I'm going to just cut off the top like this. It's real simple. We just fussy cut around that, move your paper. Okay, there we have it. So we'll just throw the top part away. We don't want red popcorn. This is going to go on here now. We're going to just pop that on with some dimensionals. Like this. I have the door closed because it's noisy downstairs too. We have my cleaning crew is down there, and then we have the blacktop people outside. It is just as noisy, and now I'm getting very hot. I'm going to put this on with the door closed. It's hot. So there we have that. That's really cute, isn't it? Now this is going to be placed on our circle. These tent cards are super fast, and I know you will enjoy them. I hope you'll try them. I'm going to get this all lined up okay, and on my glass mat. I do love my glass mat, but sometimes I can get it sort of dirty and sticky. And I take some alcohol and clean it, or the cloth. Okay, let's get our little strip of paper, and we are going to do some stamping. The popping by, let's see once. Let's bring in our mat again, like this. We don't need that. Okay, we're gonna do black. We're gonna do my Black Momento. So this is just a regular, this is one of the white pads that was never used, and I put black ink all over it. Love it. The Black Momento is on back order again, but it will come back for sure. I think it says, excuse me, the 16th of June. Oh, that is really crooked. Let's try this again. I better pull it closer to me. There we go. Now a little bit, I've got a little bit cockeye there. I think we'll just use the one I already did, because I don't have another little strip. Let's see, once we're gonna use that. It's okay, I need to touch it up with the O. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna put it on like this. I'm gonna take my little trimmer here. This needs to be 4 inches, so I'm gonna just sort of estimate what 4 inches is. Let's see what's here. Yep, that looks good. We'll cut that off like that. And then this should work just fine. If I had not put my, glued this on ahead of time, then it would have been okay. But because I glued it on to get it out of my way, then I had to do that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have to. You would probably put it on first. There we go. Just like that. And there we have it. And cute as can be. We're gonna add some gems to that. Oh, we need to put our glasses on. This makes it so cute. I'm gonna hold this with my my tweezers. They're called reverse tweezers. And I'm going to, my little granddaughter Kate and I we're die cutting and making little treats, popcorn treats this weekend. She's 9. And I better just not mumble into my phone. There we go. And she's a good crafter. She's very good at figuring out things. She'll look at like a paper pumpkin and just look at it and put it all together very quickly. She's very, very good that way. Okay, on the inside of our card, we have no one's butter than you. So let's do that stamping next. We'll do our black on there. No one's, I think that is just adorable. This little card is quick and fast. We're gonna just put that right there. No one's butter than you. It would be cute to do that butter in yellow too. I hadn't thought about that until just now. But we'll take our Darling Duckling and we'll do our popcorn. And that has a die also. We have all kinds of dies for those popcorn kernels if you want to use those. I am using this for a class, and you don't want to always, you want to make sure that you can do things in an efficient manner. So there is our card, except for our gems. Let's put those on. Let's see, once we're going to use some of these Darling Duckling. Black would be great on here, of course, but we'll just use the Darling Duckling because that's what that way we'll have, I like how the yellow repeats 3 times, 1, 2, 3, right there. That looks good, I think. And there we have our card. Here's the other one. They're both very much identical. So, how do you like, oh, thank you, Kelly, for sharing. I sure appreciate it when you girls share. Such an easy card. The next card that we're going to do is going to be it's not hard, but it's going to be a little bit more time-consuming. I'm sort of lost the comments there. Oh, there I see. Thanks for sharing, Carl. I appreciate that. Okay, let's put those away. So that's our first card. And again, that bundle is an inexpensive one. $34 for the dies and for the stamp set. Very cute. Really enjoy it a lot. I'm glad I got it. At first I was not going to. I thought I didn't need it. But anyway, I think it's perfect. Especially you could easily change that into a birthday card. Really nice. And this was the floral paper, the mixed floral media floral paper. That's the designer paper. Now, let me tell you about just remind you about the 50% BOGO special. This stamp set would not be included in that one. Now, if you are, I have ordered several times for this past week, and the special is good, but you have to look at your cart. You have to keep checking to see what you're getting in half price. If you order a suite like this one, celebratory sips, and you want to get this suite that we're going to be doing next, the floral impression. This one is $88, and the celebratory sips is $78. So you would enter the more expensive one first, and then you would add the second set, and you'd get 7. Instead of $78, you'd pay $36 for that entire suite. It's a bargain. Let's say you wanted to buy the celebratory sips and you wanted to buy the popcorn set. Well, you can do that, but you would only get a half off on 34. So that's, just a little like $16, $17, and it's not a very good saving. But if you bought a bundle, like I'm using this one in my class this week, the Scenic Adventure with the mountains and trees. It's gorgeous. That whole bundle is, what is that bundle? $49. So basically $50. If you bought the suite plus that bundle, you'd get that whole bundle for $25. So, or you can do a bundle in a bundle. You could do the Piggy bundle, and you could do the Scenic Adventure bundle, and you'd get half off of one of those. It doesn't have to be, no, that would not work. That would not work. It has to be part of a suite. I told you wrong. That Scenic Adventure is not part of a suite. So it has to be in a suite. For example, in the catalog, we're not using a suite in here. We did last week, but let's say we were using the Turtle Suite and you wanted to buy something else. That whole Turtle Suite is $80. But let's say you wanted to buy just the stamp set in the dies called Beautiful Motifs. Then that bundle is $45. Now that'd be a pretty decent saving. You'd be able to get it for $26 or $27. So it has to be part of a suite in order to get the savings. But you can, as you enter that in your cart, you'll be able to see if you're getting a discount or not. So it's pretty easy once you get it figured out, but it's a little harder than some of our specials. This is another tent card, another easy card. This one is using the Floral Impressions. Now this is a suite, so you'd be able to use this. It has some wonderful dies and all of these die cut things. Better take that rubber band off so you can see it better. In fact, I have two of these because it makes, to die cut all these flowers, it sort of takes a lot. Okay, but it's a great set. I love the I appreciate you, the thanks. They're just nice words. It's a two-part set. So let's see what we have, what I've got going. Here's another card I made. This would, we remember how we did bookbinding cards, was it last week or the week before? This is the bookbinding card using this same paper. Well, the same suite of papers. Okay, let's get our pieces together. So this is a card. I appreciate you so very much. And there, we're going to bring in our little bits and pieces. We've got a little strip. I think we're going to change that up a little bit. And we have our designer paper. We've got a fresh freesia base, 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, but it's actually 8 1/2, so it's the width of your cardstock. Scored at 4 1/4. And then we have Misty Moonlight. These are the colors that tells us on the back, so I'm going to just adhere this. Oh, I picked up the wrong one, so we'll just do that. And we're going to just make a little border, a 1/4 inch border. Like that. Thank you, Patsy. I hope you're feeling well. Saw you out gardening in one of your posts. Our designer paper is, now I cut this one differently. This one is 3 7/8 by 3 7/8 because I wanted a skinny little skinny mini border. So that's what we're going to do here. So remember, all my directions will be posted in about 3 minutes after the video. So what we're going to do next is take our adhesive and just put that on. Make sure I get going the right way. Just another little skinny border. Sometimes with a skinny border, I'll tend to use my green glue. I didn't that time because I totally forgot. Okay, and then we have, I have the strip for the stamping. We're actually going to just stamp right on this, but I think we're going to stamp on the fresh freesia. It's 30, and it's 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. So we're going to do that for stamping. We'll just set that right there. And we're going to do a lot of stamping on this one, whereas the popcorn one we did not. Well, we did some. Okay. Now we're going to take our envelope Now, before I do that, actually, I think what I'm going to ask you, so on this one I used the Misty Moonlight Circle. I have Misty Moonlight here on this base, and I have a flower, but I could also use, I also die cut a fresh freesia. So what do you think? Do you think we should use fresh freesia or the Misty Moonlight? The paper that we're using is called Floral Impression. Again, it's one of the online ones. It's beautiful, just beautiful. I've used a ton of it already. It's such a pretty card. I've used it in a lot of swaps. Just a nice one for sure. Okay, we are going to do some stamping. We got a lot of ink here. These are the colors, so you're going to vote. Do you want me to use the Freesia Circle or the Misty Circle? Okay, these are the colors that we have, but we're going to be stamping with Fresh Freesia, Misty Moonlight, Berry Burst, Secret Sea, Lemon Lime, and Old Olive. Okay, Lavon is saying Misty. Kathy likes the blue. Okay, no problem, Lisa, no problem. How did you print off the pages? Well, the online exclusives, well, I don't know. I think it's from Terry Gaines. Oh, no, that was from Jennifer Cotton, had it on her website. Thank you, Patsy. That's where I got it from, Jennifer Cotton. Terry Gaines sometimes does that too. I really love it when they organize it all into that. It's quite nice. Okay, we are going to do our stamping. You're going to tell me, do you want me to do Freesia or Misty? One of those. We're going to just move this out of the way for a second. We're going to do our stamping, and these are going to be, we're going to use our, where did I put my piercing mat? Oh, there it is. Okay. Here's my piercing mat. You're still deciding about these two. We're going to do I Appreciate You in this, on this piece. And I believe that is 4 inches across. So we should be able to fit that on nicely. I Appreciate You. We're going to stamp that in the Secret Sea. Because anytime you're stamping on designer paper, how is the sound, ladies? How are you hearing okay? I am very appreciative of the... Anyway, anytime you're stamping on designer paper, I'd like to let it doesn't, you just need to let it sit there a little bit longer. I usually use a darker ink is what I'm saying. How is the sound? Are you able to hear okay? I Appreciate You, and let's do something on our inside. Let's see, oh, I forgot the white piece. Let's see if I can find that. It's right here. I think it's 3 3/4 by 4, and we'll get that out. And let's see what's here. We've got to get our circle out. I Appreciate You, and we're going to say so very much. I think I'll just go ahead and stamp it in the Secret Sea. Just like that, since we have that open. Okay, now we're going to put that aside. Let's see, let's just go ahead and put this inside right away. And then we're going to do a lot of flowers because that's going to take a little bit more time. Carla said Misty, but it would look great with the lighter than the Misty and then the white on top. Whoop, I already did, wait, that's the one we did. Here's mine, right there. Okay, now that's all finished. Let's see how you're doing on that. You can hear fine, Kathy. You can hear fine, Janet. Good. Okay, I'm glad you guys can hear okay. You're still voting. I see more Misties than anything. Hey, Lisa. McGrew, it's so nice to see you. Haven't talked with you since we were on stage and then on the trip. So good to see you. Okay, we're going to take one of these. This is one of the radiating stitches. This is in the Spotlight on Nature. I love these, and I love the ones that are open. On the other card that we did, this one, forgot to mention, these are my two favorites right here. I use them all the time because they do nest right onto the stitch circles. And so I love that open one, and then I love this one too. This is looks like almost like a paper plate. We're going to do our stamping on that. Okay, I see more Misties than anything. Misty Moonlight. Okay, and we're going to stamp our stem, and we're going to bring in our, I'm going to bring in my old olive and we're going to fill in the leaves with the lemon lime twist. So this is the old olive, and I'm going to take my stems. This is really skinny. Anytime you're using a skinny stamp, don't press too hard. So I'm going to just press lightly. I'm going to put another one right next to it. You can always change the height because I can adjust my flowers. So there we go. And now we're going to do the leaves. There's a two-part stamp. So we're going to do, my preference is to do the detail first. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put one down here on the bottom. I'm just going to get that cleaned up a little bit because it's, I stamped it. And then I'm going to put one right there. And then another one there. And that should do it for our old olive. Not too bad. And let's see. Now we're going to take our other leaf, the one that we're going to fill in. You can do it the opposite way, but my preference is always to do it with the detail first and then to fill in. You can just, I think it's easier because you always use the darker for the outline. So now this is lemon lime twist, and I just filled in those stems. Now, before we go any further, I think we'll look at the comments and see what you're all deciding. Misty, okay. Yeah, that's my favorite too, Jeanne. I love that. This particular one is my favorite of all the designer papers in this collection. So it's the one right on top there. Nice combination, but they're all so pretty. I love them all, actually, but they're fun. Okay, now we could take, I'll show you what it looks like with these are cut out flowers. These flowers I just cut out to show you what it looks like. But we're gonna do the stamping. We're gonna do, so you could do that. So you could die cut the flowers, and that's okay. And that's a pretty neat look, I think. I like that a lot. But I wanted to show you, and I think we did die cutting flowers last week. And one thing you need to make sure you do, but I think I'm gonna show you how to stamp them because it's a two-part. And I already have these die cut. And let's see how I do stamping. Let's bring these out of here. I've got a couple little pieces, and I better bring two up because you never know. And this could be a little challenging. Usually you stamp and then you die cut, but we're gonna do it just the opposite way. So what we're gonna do on that, let's do the big one first. And I think we're gonna do it just the opposite of what I did the other card. So I think we'll do this. We're gonna do the big one in the Misty Moonlight. So I'm gonna bring in my little scrap paper here so I can do my stamping off. But I'm gonna do the design, the outline first. So I'm gonna do, let's see if I can, I'm gonna look for this cut area right there. I'm actually going to put my glasses, my reading glasses on for this. I'm going to look for the cutout area on my stamp, and I see it right there. I don't know that I got it right. Well, not too bad. Okay, that will just, we'd only need that one. So I'm gonna put that right there. And now for my Misty Moonlight, you could use you could use cloud cover. Cloud cover would be nice in there too. But we'll just stamp off. I didn't think of that until just now. This is my full one now. I'm gonna Misty Moonlight, I'm gonna stamp off twice, and then I'm going to stamp it. Oops. There we go. I was sort of, and there we have it. And there's that light blue behind it. Can you see that okay? And that's all we need for that. And let's see once. I better leave that open because we may need that for the centers of the flowers. I'm going to bring this in here. And now we're going to do the small flower. Here we go. And we're going to use Fresh Freesia and Berry Burst on this. Berry Burst is going to be the darker of the two, so we're going to use that one for the detail. So this is going to go like that. We're going to do this one. Let's just see if I can figure this out. Okay, because this is a little tricky. I see this. I can just sort of see. Obviously, it's going to be much easier to stamp it on paper and then to die cut it. But this works. It does work. And there we go. And there we have that. And now we're going to take our center part. We're going to use the Fresh Freesia. And I'm actually going to use the Fresh Freesia. And we're going to put it just like that. It's a little easier when you can put your head right over it, but since I'm doing a video, it's a little harder to do that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to do our centers. We're going to do the center in, we're going to do the center in the Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to do, the center even has 2 stamps. There's one, and here's the, oh, I'm going to do that one in Secret C, I think. Actually, that would be better. It's even a darker one. I should have done that one first. There we go. It's totally off, but that's sort of this, when your head is way back here and this is by the camera, it's just a little tricky, but that looks okay. It'll be fine. Let's put a dark, let's do something in that one like, let's just do the Secret C and see how that turns out. There we go. And you could also, if you don't want to do 2-part stamping, you can take your Wink of Stella or your blender pen and just color it in like that. That's also a way to get by without using both stamps. So, but there are 2. One is more detailed than the other. Okay. Oh, I am so thankful they stopped. Maybe they've moved to the side of the house now for the blacktop, because it was so noisy. I thought, oh, do I reschedule this whole thing or what? Okay, but so far it's been okay, and I'm thankful for that. Okay, there we have this, and I'm going to put my graph paper right there. Now, this is going to get popped up. I'm going to put this one up the highest, and this is going to be my smaller one, and it's going to, I'm going to actually cut off. It looks like it's got some blue on there. I'm going to just sort of trim that. Not the best stamping I've ever done by any means, but that's just the way it is sometimes on a video. Okay, let's see once, get a dimensional out. We're going to we'll put 2 of those on there. And one on this little one. So, what do you think? Do you think would be better to do the cutout die? It certainly, there's a lot of die cutting if you do the flowers put that way. But if you we'll just do this like that. And we'll put this one down here. And sort of tuck it under like that. Do you like the stamped flowers, or do you think you would like the cutout, the die cut ones? Either way. So now this is going to go, oh, let's see if we can find Misty. I think most people are saying Misty. We're going to use that. So we're going to use the Misty, and we're going to put this on. So again, take your envelope. I always say this, take your envelope for the tent card, and here it's opening like that. So what we're going to do is make sure that this circle is going to fit inside of the envelope. So take your seal. I used my Seal Plus. I'm just going to add a couple strips of it right there, right in the middle. And I want to make sure that my envelope, my card is centered. You want to look on both sides, of course, but you want to make sure that you can get it in the envelope. And there we have that. And then this is going to be attached like just like that. And there we have our card. We forgot to add our I appreciate you. And we will add that right away. Let's see if we like that a little bit better than the dark olive. So we're going to put this on. It's going to fit right over like that. And now we need some gems. So here's our first card, and here's the second one. What do you think? Do you think it needs some, let's see, what do I have for gems? Oh, I have a brand new pack. These are really fun. These are pretty. They're muted. They are called what? Muted palette dots. And they are in Mossy Meadow, Cloud Cover, the pink, petal pink, and yellow. What is that? Is that, I don't know if that's that looks like just a little, like a daffodil yellow. Okay, so we could use the moss, I use the Cloud Cover on this one. And, oh, thank you, Patsy. I'm so glad you like it. I'm so glad I got to meet you when we were on stage. Should I use the Cloud Cover, or do you think I should use, I think the Misty Moonlight would be pretty. It's not in this package, but we could use let's just see what it looks like with this. These are pretty dark, that olive. I think it works okay. I think we'll do that. Just put that on right there, like that. I appreciate you. And for the centers of my flowers, I don't think I'm going to put, on this one I put gems on the middle, but I don't think I'm going to on that one. So this again is palette, and I think it's part of something. I don't know what, can't remember. Let's see, I'll show you, I'll tie a bow for you. And where is that bow making? Here it is. This is a new ribbon pack called Misty Moonlight and White, a 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. It's just a really nice, it's a nice ribbon. Really ties nicely. So this is in Misty Moonlight. Okay. Don't forget about that 50% BOGO sale. Also, I have BOGO going on in my room, so anytime you make a purchase from me, you also get a regular stamp BOGO from me. So if you buy $75 worth of products from the catalog or online exclusives, then you get to choose $75 worth of my BOGO. I'm only going to do that for 2 more weeks, and then it'll be over with. And then I can clean up that counter because it takes up a lot of space. Here's my ribbon, my bow, and I'm going to put that on with a glue dot. Get my glue dots here. Kathy, I know you're watching. I need to be reminded to reverse my glue. I have a new box sitting right here, and the glue dots now come with on the inside, and I really don't like them that way, so I rewind them. And that was Kathy's idea to do that. So I'm going to put my my glue dot on right there, and I'm going to put my ribbon on just like that. And there we have our card, one with the freesia banner and one with the olive. Do you like one better than the other? And the flowers are slightly different too. You like both, Kathy? Okay, and there we have it. That's a fun card. I appreciate you so very much. And I just think that's a sweet card. Okay, let's turn the camera back up. And I cannot tell you how thankful I am that that noise has stopped. They must have moved to the side of the house, although I know they haven't done right in front, right down below my window. I can look out these windows and see them sealing the driveway. And then this afternoon when I have appointments, I have to walk to my car. My car is over by our bridge. I have to walk to the car and then get in the car over there. And then we have to park there because we can't drive on anything for the next day. We actually have to be very careful driving. We can't turn the wheels sharply because it'll dig into the blacktop. Oh, you like them both. Thank you, Cindy. It was so fun having you ladies with us today. Appreciate that a lot. I hope you'll tune in next week. I hope you'll take advantage of the catalog special with the 50% sweets and the sweets that are on the online exclusives. Those of you who are demonstrators, you can take advantage of the sweets that are in the pre-order also. So don't forget that. It's really a great special, but be smart. Look at your cart when you're ordering. If you enjoyed my video, I love the thanks, the thumbs up, the comments, the shopping, and sharing is always really caring. Thank you so much, Levon. And next week, we're going to have a craft along. So that I'm going to do 3 cards next week. And I'll have kits for sale when you make a purchase with me. And so that we'll do, and we are going to, I'm hoping to do that new floral bundle with the washi tape because it is really fabulous. But it's been on back order, so I haven't wanted to do that. It's due in a couple of days, I think. So I'm going to just keep my eye on that. And that I was hoping to use that because that's a really cool one. And that's it for today. I appreciate you tuning in and sharing, commenting, and everything else. And I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a little time to craft also. Alrighty. Thank you. Bye.